Chapter 1. The Fall. My name is Tom. I am 26 years old. I want to share something very personal. This is the story of how I failed, gave up and then stood again. 3 years ago I was a college dropout. I had no job, no money, no hope. Every morning I woke up with a heavy heart. My dreams felt far away. I had big dreams once. I wanted to start my own business. I wanted to be successful. But things did not go as planned. I borrowed some money from a friend. I started a small online shop. I sold mobile accessories. At first I was excited. But soon orders stopped. Customers complained I made losses. I couldn't return the money. My friends stopped talking to me. My parents were worried. My confidence was gone. I stopped meeting people. I stayed in my room. I cried at night. I asked myself, am I a failure? One day I walked to the park. I saw an old man falling while jogging. He stood up and smiled. Then he kept running. Something clicked inside me. Why did he smile after falling? He didn't care who was watching, he just stood up. I whispered to myself, one more try. I walked home slowly. That night I looked in the mirror, I said again, one more try. That was the start of something new. Chapter 2. The Small Steps. The next morning I woke up early. I made my bed. I cleaned my room, it felt good. These were small steps but they mattered. I took a notebook. I wrote, what can I do today? I made a list. Read for 30 minutes. Go for a walk. Call my old teacher. Look for jobs. I finished all the tasks. That night I slept better. My mind felt light. Next day I repeated it. I read more. I applied for 2 jobs. One company called me, they wanted an interview. I was scared but I remembered my words. One more try. I wore my best shirt. I combed my hair. I smiled in the mirror. I went for the interview. My hands were shaking. But I spoke with honesty. I told them about my failure. I told them what I had learned. They listened carefully. The manager said, we like your courage, we'll call you. I walked out with hope. Even if they said no, I had tried. That evening I sat in the park. I saw that same old man. He was still running. This time I smiled too. I knew I was not the same person. Something inside me had changed. I was growing. I was healing. One small step at a time. Chapter 3. The door opens. 3 days later my phone rang. It was the company. My heart beat fast. I picked up the call. Hello, Tom. This is Maya from Skytech. We'd like to offer you the job. I couldn't believe it. My hands shook. I said, thank you. Thank you so much. It was a small job, just data entry. But for me, it was a big win. On my first day, I was nervous. I walked into the office. Everyone was busy. I sat at my desk. I looked around. Then I remembered. One more try. I smiled. I opened the computer. I started typing. The work was simple, but I gave my best. I came on time every day. I stayed late when needed. Slowly my manager noticed me. One evening she called me to her cabin. "Tom, you're doing great. Would you like to help with our social media page?" I nodded. I had some knowledge from my failed business. I used it here. I made posts. I created designs. People liked my work. Weeks passed, I got better. My salary increased. I paid back my friend. He was surprised. He said, "I never thought you would return it, but you did. I'm proud of you." I smiled. I felt proud too. I was not rich, but I had respect. I had self-belief. I had found my light. Because I did not give up. Because I said, "One more try." Chapter 4. The Rise. Months passed. I was learning new things every day. I saved some money. I bought a second-hand laptop. Every night after work, I watched free videos on marketing, design, and business. I wrote notes I practiced. One day I got an idea. What if I start again? This time slowly, carefully. Not with big loans, just with what I had. I created an Instagram page. I named it Simple Tech. I posted tech tips, gadget reviews, and small reels. At first, only 5 people followed. Then 20, then 50. I replied to every comment. I listened to people. After a month, one small shop owner messaged me. He said, "Can you post about our products? We'll pay you." I was shocked. My first paid post. It was just 500, but it felt like a dream. More shops followed. I worked late nights. I balanced office job in my page. I was tired, but I was happy. After 6 months, my page had 10,000 followers. I told my manager, I want to leave the job and work on my own brand. She smiled and said, "Follow your heart, Tom. You've earned this." I said goodbye with tears in my eyes. I started working full-time on my page. I added a YouTube channel. I launched my own small product line. Mobile holders, chargers, cases. And people bought them. They trusted me because I never gave up. Because I tried once more. Chapter 5. The New Me. 1 year later, I stood in front of a mirror. Same face, same eyes, but not the same man. My company was growing. I had 2 people working with me. I had my own office, a small room with a table, chair, and big dreams. I looked outside the window. The sun was rising just like me. I remembered the dark days, the silence, the failures, the tears. But I also remembered the moment I whispered, "One more try." That one small sentence changed everything. It gave me power. It gave me a new life. Now I visit colleges. I talk to students. I tell them my story. I say, don't be afraid to fall. Be afraid to stop. People ask, "Tom, how did you succeed?" I smile and say, I failed more times than I can count. But each time I stood up and said, "One more try." And that's all it takes. Not magic, not luck. Just courage, just belief. Just one more try. The end.